Hello, Mr. Correa. Hi, are you able to say something, please? Are you able to hear us? You need to unmute. You're muted.
Okay, I think I got it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, sorry.
So on this case, we're here for,
Restitution.
all right, do y'all have a restitution amount or no?
Yes, Your Honor, we believe that the restitution being the last outstanding thing, perhaps with the complainants. We do not have documentation, and at this point, we wouldn't be able to prove the remaining, and so we understand with all the other conditions completed. We won't be able to win the restitution.
All right. So then the court is going to find that no restitution is owed. All right, and then. So, Mr. Carrillo,
Yes, I'm here.
so they're saying there's no restitution that's owed and that you've completed. Well, not that no restitution is owed. The state is saying that they're unable to prove any amount of restitution.
Okay,
With that being said, he has completed everything.
Yes, Judge.
All right, and probation, was there a request for early termination, or is that we're just here for restitution?
We're here, I guess, to hear the restitution, Judge. With that being now distinguished, understand it wouldn't necessarily be an early termination. We're asking that he be termed satisfactorily after his case has been extended because the restitution issue was outstanding, but now having been resolved. No other issues being present or anything else he needs to do. We're requesting he be allowed to be terminated, Judge.
Okay, so then probation,
Yes, Judge.
he's to be terminated satisfactorily.
As of today, Judge.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Carrillo, you're excused. Oh, I'm sorry, you can unmute, sir.
thank you. I'm sorry. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Yes. You have them pull the phone. Just have them pull it. All right, who are you here for?
Robert Rubius, Your Honor, you know, I'm just getting back from vacation. It was a plea deadline, they made an offer, I haven't had a chance.
All right, where is Mr.
He's
Covarrubias?
present in the box, sir.
Come down, sir.
I'm getting ready for the trial Monday, and an aggravated continuous in Wilson and murder behind you that they can convict him. And I have a video viewing.
Mr. Covarrubias, come down.
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't hear you.
No
I
problem.
apologize.
That's okay.
I'm asking if we could do it after the 15th.
Oh, don't run. I don't want you to fall.
It's okay. I'm tired, long day.
All right, so your attorney is saying that he's not ready to proceed today with the plea deadline date.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's asking for it to be recalled after the 15th.
My boss.
No, I mean, it's your case, but I want you to be aware of what's going on, although I know your attorney is making sure that you're aware. So your case is going to be called, final plea deadline date is going to be August 18th.
August 18th.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, do you have any other questions about anything?
Oh, no, ma'am, I'm just. Have a good day. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too. You have a good day. Thank you.
Appreciate your consideration.
Sure, thank you. Could I see the file on Jesus Covarrubias, please?
You right there, guys.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that needs to go to, just give it to the state and
There's the copy,
defense.
but she needs to read it.
Okay. Yes. Yes, she's here.
That is Ashley. Excuse me, this is some nature. Excuse me, sorry. You're fine. There's 2 copies, but she wants the original back. Oh, it's the same. I thought it was. But she wants one copy back.
All right, which case are you all here for?
Dorian Gutierrez.
All right, Dorian Gutierrez, if you come down, please. And I'll need the following Dorian Gutierrez as well. Yes, and also Cabo Rubio. Okay, thank you. And then Cabo Rubio has 2 files. All right, let me have her. Right, court is calling two. Oh. Just 1 second. Yes, Cabo Rubio. Oh, and Mr. Reitmeyer, if you want to talk to your client about that letter, the interpreter is here.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
We block it?
You want these scheduled together? And just give us a moment. Probation is going over conditions and it's hard for her to hear and the defendant to hear. Oops. Is there anyone here who is requesting a reset? Everything else is for plea? Okay. Just give us a moment. Probation is going over conditions with a defendant in the box, and once they do that, then we'll take the matters up.
I don't know. Who could create a risk?
And on this case, the issue is just the bond issue.
Those are the ones that
Yeah.
those are-
What's the motion?
I'll forward it.
Just set it on.
Okay.
However, I guess we. have an agreement.
Okay,
If we get that far.
and this hasn't been indicted, correct?
That's correct.
So what I can tell both parties, unless there's something in his criminal history that will preclude him from having a bond, he's gonna get a bond. The only question is what the amount will be.
To refresh your honor, you know, maybe this was before the court in a previous setting, and we're indicating that you'd be remanding him without bond because of that's when he picked up the new charge.
Oh, is the new charge the protective order?
That is correct.
Ah,
Good,
okay.
that's on-
All right, so here's what I can tell you. The law has changed, right?
Mine's going on Monday.
I'm gonna listen to testimony. I'll see what the witness says, and you may not, there's a chance you may not receive a bond. Do you understand? Now, if there are other issues with deadlines that are not being made, of course,
No, where do you want
we'll
me to move
consider
that?
that. If your attorney presents something else. Court is calling 2025 PF 00730, State versus Dorian Xavier Gutierrez. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Painter for the state of Texas.
You run under?
And are you Mr. Gutierrez?
Yes,
All right, we're here on a motion to set bond.
Oh.
Defense is requesting that a bond amount be set in the amount of $20,000. And my understanding, state, you are not in agreement?
That's correct.
All right, are there any witnesses?
Yes, your honor, this time state would call Miss Jasmine Timpson.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, miss? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Jasmine Gary Timpson.
All right, any objection to the witness appearing by Zoom?
From the state.
None for defense, Your Honor.
All right, just one moment. All right. State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
Good afternoon, Ms. Simpson.
Hello, good afternoon.
I know you probably can't see me, but can you hear me okay?
I could hear you fine. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lee. Now, do you have any way of knowing someone by the name of Dorian Xavier Gutierrez?
Yes,
How do you know that person?
we were together for almost 11 years.
Okay. Can you describe your relationship to the court during those 11 years?
We met not in good places. We were both addicts of meth. A couple of years. I had got pregnant with his first kid, got sober, been sober since. He had got sober a little right after me. We kind of started from the bottom, worked our way up to the top. We were in really good place. We were at a very, very good place. It just kind of got rocky within the last year. I would say like the beginning of 2024 up until now, of course. It's never been this messy. We now have 4 kids together. Um, that's how I know him. That's our history, pretty much, just being together for 11 years. But it's never been this bad.
And when did things start getting bad between the two of you?
I would say in a little after, in 2024 for sure, within the year. But it gradually, it was stuff that we were able to tolerate, right? Arguments here and there. But I would say maybe February of last year is when it kind of got bad. March up until January is when it was very, 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 very bad.
Can you please describe to the court what you mean by being very, very, very bad?
Well, as far as, I mean, and I'm not saying I know Dorian, I know what he's capable of doing. He's a very good person, has a very good heart. He loves his kids dearly. But I really think what got in the way was his coworkers, his job at the time. He was very solid. He's a great worker. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I truly believe, with me knowing him, being with him for 11 years, he was in the wrong place, wrong time, got caught up. He started using. I would question his behavior. There's stuff that I witnessed at home that I know that was not normal behavior. It was, I would say, November. I mean, he didn't spend Halloween. We have twins that are 2. Halloween, he decided to work, which is fine. He was at work, but he missed all of holidays of last year. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and even Christmas. He was not with us at all. I know that he was using. I just could never prove it. When that incident between me and him had happened in January, I know for certain that he was using. Again, I just couldn't prove it. Um,
Okay, let me stop you right there if you don't mind, ma'am.
yeah, go ahead.
Can you describe to the court the incident you're talking about in January?
When me and him, we got into it. I mean, I pulled out a knife on him. He choked me. I called the police. We both went into jail, did our statements. He got arrested, bonded out. CPS got involved. We both were assigned to a class that I completed. He did not complete. My caseworker had shared with me that Dorian had tested positive for methamphetamine and cocaine. Um, he wasn't active with the kids at all. Um, Even when his grandma was available, there was times where he chose to be out in the street. I don't know what he was doing, but he didn't see his kids as much as he should have. And I mean, and I guess that's where I'm torn at.
All right, so just a moment. All right, this is what I want to know. I want to know about a protective order being in place. That's what I want to know about.
So
And
I had
the time
Hold on, Ms.
frame.
Simpson. Yes, I was about to get time with you. Now, after that January incident, Ms. Simpson, did you have any contact at all with Mr. Gonzalez? Or
Mr. Gutierrez. Yes, we did.
To your knowledge, was he supposed to have contact with you?
I would have to say, I'm not gonna lie, it was 50-50. When we had contact, it wasn't bad. It was him so he could see the kids. It was me and him, but it wasn't a bad visit when there was contact, the rare contacts that we did have.
Are you aware of any conditions of his release for the incident that you're involved in with him?
Are you, I don't understand your question. Or
Are
the
you
the
aware,
incident,
are you aware, and this is what I think the question is, are you aware that there was a no contact order that was in place?
yes, from my CPS caseworker, yes. I never got the paperwork.
And did you have further occurrence with him in June of this year?
Yes.
Can you please describe what that occurrence was like with the court?
In June, I was at home at my apartment that me and the kids live at. He had called, I want to say, I don't know if it was one of the kids, he had called them and told them that he was on his way. And so I had called, I want to say maybe I called him and was like, hey, like, how do you know where I live? Come to find out, he was at our house. He came to our house. I let him in, and that's when it went left from that incident in June. I broke his, I mean, to fast forward, I had broke his chain that he had on. I mean, because the kids are seeing his dad. He's got on new shoes, new clothes. He's got on a gold chain, Apple Watch, yet he can't buy diapers. I've got more diapers from his grandma than him. Promised the kids shoes, that never came into play. So I'm mad, of course. One, he showed up at my house. Two, I did let him in. That was my fault. I broke his chain. He left. He gets in his rental car, and then he speeds up to my car, and he gets out and stabs my tire due to me pulling his gold chain that his girlfriend bought him.
Okay. Was there anything else that occurred that day?
No, after that, I mean, he took off. Of course, I made the report. After that, no. CPS got involved again because of that, because he did all of that in front of the kids. So after that incident, no, we stopped talking. I decided to block his number because it wasn't going anywhere. I blocked his number from the kids' tablets because my kids are dying to see their dad and he's not making anything happen for them. He has not seen his kids at all, really. And when he's had the chance, he hasn't.
Hold on,
All right,
Tiffany.
thank you. All right, you want to pass the witness?
Just one last question, if I may, please. Do you feel that the defendant should be released from custody? Mr. Gutierrez? Do you want to have contact with him?
I want him to get help. And I also, if you don't mind me saying my little 2 cents, prior to that incident that happened in January, I really don't have a good relationship with his family. And he knows that. They're not really good. They're good people. They love hard. However, I didn't like how Dorian was treated. And two, I felt like they didn't really do much for my kids. Before that incident happened in January, I reached out to his dad. I reached out to his grandma, Eloise. I reached out to his mother, Lori. I said, look, I need help because I know Dorian is going.
So I'm so sorry. I'm going to interrupt you because what is happening between you and his family is
Right.
really not relevant for this hearing. Do you have any questions, defense?
Thank you. Ms. Tipton, y'all were living together up until the first incident that you described in January, is that right?
Right.
And y'all had lived uninterruptedly for at least a few years in that home, is that right?
Yeah, we were fine.
And then he moved out or did no longer live with you, and part of that was because you were aware there was a no contact, right?
Right.
And as you mentioned, CPS got involved in this case, and they contacted both yourself and Dorian, right?
Yes.
And you can recall that the CPS worker went over with you that you were not to be contacting Dorian, isn't that right?
Right.
And that he was not to be contacting you, right?
Right.
But it is true, and it's fair to say that you did in fact contact Dorian on several occasions since that time, right?
Vice versa. Yeah, we both did. Yes.
And it's also fair to say that because of your frustration with the children and his interacting with them, that you had maybe tried to guilt trip him a little bit about not seeing them. Is that right?
No. Negative.
Is it true that you sent text messages to him requesting that he come over to see his kids?
Never gave him the address, but I was pushing that, more so visiting us at like a park, a public place. Never did I invite him to my apartment.
And you also were asking him or telling him that he needed to provide you some sort of funds, monetary funds, in order to provide for their care. Is that right?
Well, yeah, diapers, necessities that kids need. Yes, of course.
And at the same time, you're also aware that he is not, if he's under a no contact order, that does make it difficult, and that makes it to where he's not to be seeing you or communicating with you or being around even the children when they're with you, right?
Right, but he had people in place to where he could still see the kids. It wasn't even me at that point. It was the people that were ordered to be with him to see the kids. He decided not to see the kids. Continue.
Well, so what I'm asking you though, is that the way it was set up with CPS is that his grandmother, Eloise, was the person to pick up the kids, right? And supervise his visitation with them. Isn't that what the orders state?
Yes, Eloise and his father, yes.
But it's true that you were also reaching directly out to Dorian in order to try to get him to see the kids outside of that. Isn't that true?
Yes. And I mean, yeah, and he came to my apartment without my knowledge. I've never gave him, there's no paper trail text that I gave him my
Okay, all
address.
right, okay, so here's the thing, and this is what I want everybody to understand. I understand that these types of cases get heated. This is not the time for people to have their therapy sessions. This is what I want to know. Number one, did he have an assault family household impeding breath or circulation? Is that case pending?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it against the witness who's testifying?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And then the new case, which is, I guess, violation of protective order
And criminal mischief is against. the
and
same
criminal
person.
mischief, is it against this person?
Yes. Your
Yes.
Honor.
What I'm telling everybody here, legally, and you can take it to your legislature, but you are not entitled to a bond, and I'm not going to give you a bond. And what everybody needs to understand is when somebody has a protective order in place, I understand that sometimes people's whole thing, when I was a defense attorney, they just want their boyfriend to behave. They want their boyfriend to be a good boyfriend. That's why they continue to contact them. That is not what the law is for. So he is on bond for assault, family, household, impeding breath or circulation against this complainant. You pick up another violation of protective order. I think everybody knows whether the complainant reaches out to you or not, which, the order is in place to protect whoever the complainant is. You are not supposed to go over to that person's house. You're not supposed to contact that person. Even if that person is contacting you, you're not supposed to respond. That's what the no contact order is. So the court is denying your motion for bond. You will not be given a bond by me.
Your Honor, is there any way that I can at least address the court on some of these issues, just to at least make my record?
Yes.
In terms of clearly, what trying to abide by these orders, there has been several instances of contact communication by Ms. Tipson to him, to Mr. Gutierrez. And of course, it seems to me that if the children, more than anything else, that maybe stokes his feelings of guilt or his desire to help with the kids or what have you, it's been impressed upon him, Judge, since this time to have absolutely no contact whatsoever. And so I'm asking the court to consider a more narrowly tailored means by placing him on GPS, in a zero tolerance manner, so that he's able to work, he's able to be to spend that time with his children. I think by the Simpson's account, he is a good father. I think that the children would suffer if he was not able to be able to have that. And so, I would very much and sincerely ask the court to consider that or take that under advisement. As a matter of fact, his grandmother, who's the supervisor on the CPS case, is actually here as well today, in support of him and willing to speak to the court. That's who he will. That's who the kids will be with if there's supervision that needs to be done pursuant to CPS. So it's for those reasons, Your Honor, that I'm asking the court to consider.
And I want you to know, I've heard your counsel's argument. I've internalized it. This is what I want you to hear from me. You were on bond for assault choking family. The complainant who's on the screen is the complainant in that case. And then you had an order, and it was a protective order, that you were not to have contact with her. Then based upon her testimony, you had contact with her at her home or apartment or wherever it was. Now, with regards to the slashing of the tires, she's saying that you slashed her tires after she tore your chain. The issue is you're on bond for assault choking against this complainant who's testifying, and then you pick up a violation of protective order. The motion for bond is denied. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who is here on Robert Christopher Pettis? Oh, you may be excused. Thank you. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000904, State versus Christopher Pettis. Can I have parties announced?
Deputy Whitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Raymond Martinez for Mr. Pettis.
Are you Mr. Pettis?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Pettis, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Did you review the court admonishments and applications with your attorney? Did you understand it, sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yeah,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Pettis, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 7 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours community service restitution, and no contact with the complainant. Those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
State any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments found.
Objection, Judge.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We can, Your Honor, yes.
All right, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you committing this offense? Somebody honks at you because you're speeding in a school zone and you decide to get out of your car and threaten to pistol with them. What is wrong with you?
The time I was just being dumb, not, what I mean is like, I wasn't, thinking of what can lead to and all that, and, at the time I was just being very dumb.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Do you have employment?
Not currently at the moment, but because of the case I got going on, that's what we're dealing with right now. They had, put up, canceled on my record, so they ended up letting me go because of what's going on right now.
How far did you go to school?
I've graduated.
What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Well, right now I'm trying to get into a trade, just depending on what it is, if it's plumbing or if it's welding, but it's either one.
Do you have any children?
Yes, 4-year-old son,
I'm sorry.
a 4-year-old son.
All right. State, have you spoken to the complainant
Yes, Your Honor.
and they're aware of this?
Can I just give an input?
Oh, sure. Please give input if your client, if your attorney wants you to input. You sure?
He said, hold on, stop, hold on.
I'm just wanted to let the state finish what they're doing.
Oh, no, Duffy said he was done.
Like I was explaining to him, I wouldn't single out a woman specifically if there was a male there. I know myself and I know what I would have done. My son was in the car of the time and my mother of my son. So it's like, if I'm gonna single out a woman, don't you think I would have did it and just did it with her, not with male? There's a male there. I'm not one to single out a woman. I've never done that. I wouldn't do that. They're making it seem like if I came at her just because, like, what I'm trying to
I would
say.
think that you wouldn't,
What
if you have your son in the car with you, I would think that you would not be speeding in a school zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the report and where it says all that, I wasn't speeding in the school zone. I remember that incident. She's saying she was going for floaters and military.
And so the damage to her lips, you're saying you didn't cause that?
Well, I mean, I have no recollection of doing
Why
that.
not?
Because I wouldn't do that. That's what
Oh,
I'm
so do you
saying.
want a jury trial?
No, I'm just saying that if there was a male there, I'm pretty sure I would have went for the male. I wouldn't have, things are not looking up. When I was looking at the discovery, it wasn't matching up with what I remember, at least.
So do you wish to have a jury trial? All right, I appreciate your client's input. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be 7 years deferred adjudication, $2,000 fine, probated. There's going to be restitution and no contact with the complainant, Alyssa Longoria. There's to be no driving until further notice. There's 250 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. If you're drug tested today, what would the results be?
Negative.
All right, there'll be regular random UAs. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Anger management course. And there's to be 30 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition. And that begins today. And there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing from the state. We do have the TAC.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
No.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. All right, in this courtroom, to be successful on probation, communication is key. Make sure that you stay in touch with them. And if there is an issue, let them know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Thank you.
Judges, for my client's benefit, the issue of no driving is subject to review at some later date, depending. on the
Yes.
information.
Yes. All right, who is here on Devon Berry? Court is calling 2025 CR 004849 State versus Devin Berry. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Deputy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Defense?
Michael J. Sawyer.
Are you Mr. Berry?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Berry, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Mr. Berry, did you review the court admonishments and waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention of vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe so.
Mr. Berry, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, not, Your Honor.
Did you review, outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be set for a term of 3 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers states Exhibit 1 and all attachments, Your Honor.
Defense has no objection.
State you may be excused.
Judge.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state will call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulations of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I think everything necessary is before the court.
All right. How old are you?
22.
All right. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
Graduated high school.
All right. Did you drive down here today?
Mm-mm.
That's yes or no?
Oh, no, sorry.
And I say that because when I was younger, I went to the doctor with my mom and I started saying, mm-hmm. And afterwards, when we left, you know what she said? Stephanie, you need to say yes or no. So this is what the court is going to do. There's a $1,500 fine, probated, 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, field visits 1 time per month until further notice, proof of employment within 40 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, 120 hours community service restitution, That will be waived if you obtain some higher level of education or a trade school certification, and there's to be no driving until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you need anything, let us know. Good luck to you.
Thank you,
Thank you. Yes. Cameron Scott. And after that, it's Sanchez, and after that, we're starting our trial. So if your name has not been, if your client's name is not Sanchez or Scott, I don't have your file. All right. Good morning. Well, afternoon. So we're here for restitution, so.
It was actually a early termination.
Early. Okay. So it's for early term? Oh, because if it was restitution, you know, I would always tell my clients, don't show up with a lot of jewelry when you're coming in here for restitution. All right. Court is calling 2017 CR 7952, State versus Cameron Scott. Do I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Cornelius Scott, sole defendant.
And are you Mr. Scott?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're here requesting early termination?
That's correct, Judge, and the two, in terms of court recollection, we were here I think about a week, 2 weeks ago. And their state indicated that the victim was going to protest against it.
All right. Is the complainant present?
Not present.
All right. So then with regards to early termination, probation, has he completed everything?
That's right.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do in this case. First, I'm going to call you as a witness, Mr. Scott. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Cameron Scott,
What have you learned?
learned to think before I do anything, and main thing I learned was to just keep my hands to myself. And I appreciate you putting me in those classes, because I lost my mom in 2017 and I lost my way, and I know my mom wouldn't want me just going around just beating up people and stuff like that. So I appreciate you putting me in those classes, like the parenting classes, the anger management classes, and all of that. I appreciate that.
All right, this is what the court is going to do, probation. I'm going to grant the early termination, but it will not go into effect until August 8th. And state that should give you enough time to reach out to the complainant to let them know that the court has granted the application for early termination. So your probation will end on August 8th. So if you still have to report, you still need to report until August 8th. Is there anything else from either side? Don't come back here for this. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Who's here on Sanchez?
We are judged, Mr. Wolf, he's almost done with.
No, yeah, look at. And Deputy Laura, all the jurors are here? Okay. Is there a plea on both of these cases or only one?
Two, Judge, and one case will be taken into consideration.
All right. And the cases he's pleading on, is that the evading arrest and the
In the
tampering?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 006291 and 2025 CR 006292, State versus Brian Adam Sanchez. Can I have parties announced?
Dustin Pitlock from the state of Texas, Your Honor.
And Jason Wolf for defense.
And are you Mr. Sanchez? Counseling, each of the cause numbers Have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Sanchez, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled application
Yes, ma'am.
for, just one moment, application for deferred adjudication
Yes,
or community supervision? And did you review that with your attorney?
yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment in each of these cause numbers? And did you review those with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment in each of the cause numbers? State, in each of the cause numbers, are you proceeding on the indictments as presented?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Mr. Sanchez, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the court admonishments and waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with tampering or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair and evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. Those are third-degree felonies. Range of punishment for each is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have pleas with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent. By entering these pleas, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into pleas in each of these cause numbers? Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
in my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Sanchez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, according to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. The cases were won concurrently. The state will take in consideration 2025 CR 006296. There's to be restitution of $60 to the Bexar County Lab in 2025 006296. There's to be a TAP evaluation, follow recommendations, MRT, and intensive supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in, I'm sorry. Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be 150 hours community service restitution and the defensive driving course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
State offers States Exhibit 1 into both cases respectively at this time, Your Honor.
I reviewed this with my client, and there are no objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. In each cause number, did you review the waiver of the waiver and stipulations of testimony with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. In each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, I just want to inform the court, and I've informed the state. We had a couple of letters. This is his sister who has some special needs. She had an accident. He's there for her. Another letter is from his sister-in-law, and they both express how hard he has been working, and it's changed his life. He often works a regular job and a part-time job, and many times they haven't even doubled. So he has spent a lot of time. The only request, Judge, is if there's any consideration to probating those hours, or if maybe completion of a course could supplant those hours. I had him take it wasn't a defensive driving course. He's never had a license, but he did complete a driver's education program to begin the process to get his license back in order, Judge. And I just want to inform the court.
So he currently has no
He
license.
currently has no license and he's trying to get that in
Can I
order.
put can I say something?
Does your attorney want you to say something?
No, it's just what you put about trying to get my driver's license.
It's difficult, Judge, because we were trying to identify this morning. I pointed him to the website where you can see what it is that is precluding you and what you need to do to accomplish that. And he's kind of caught in a circle, Judge, but we were trying to rectify that.
All right, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? All right. Have you ever used drugs?
Yes,
And what would that have been?
THC only.
All right. So here's the thing, you're going to be drug tested. If you have used before you've been placed on probation, that's not a violation of your probation. So now is the time to tell me, because you're going to get drug tested once I place you on probation.
And Judge, I haven't talked to him, and if there is anything, if it would be THC would be the only thing that would be, and those levels would be going down there after. He has been on supervision before that he successfully completed, and it was not for THC, Judge.
Then if it's not for THC, then
I just meaning that he has moved beyond that, and I think if there is any issues, it would only be THC, and those levels will go down. Initially, the state and I had discussed, and the state was of an opinion, maybe perhaps drug court was needed, but I know that's not needed for him. We're going to rely on the TAP evaluation, and I think it will show that space like that in drug court would be for somebody who really needs it. He really has moved on.
all right, you're going to do a drug test today.
Okay.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. And each cause number, the court will sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. The cases will run concurrently. There's to be restitution of $60 to Bexar County Laboratories for testing. There's to be a TAP evaluation out of custody.
Thank you, Judge.
The MRT course. Taking consideration 2025 CR 006296. There's to be no driving until there's a presentation of a valid driver's license, insurance, and the completion of the defensive driving course. There's to be 150 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
Ninth grade, but I do got a diploma.
All right, those hours will be deemed satisfied if you complete a higher level of education or if you complete some sort of trade school. You understand?
Would any specialized trading within his job count, Judge? if there is
Yes.
that? Okay, thank you, Judge.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, and proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else? Is there any? Yes. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? That's yes or no? Okay, that's okay. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargaining agreements, because I followed your plea and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you like me to stick around while the testing is done, or are we just getting a baseline? and move
Oh,
on?
they're gonna get a baseline for him, but if he tests positive for something other than that, we'll call you back.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
And I'll hold you responsible because you're saying he's good.
I'm hopeful. Judge.
All righty.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Deputy Laura, we're gonna start with the juror. So,
Judge, we have the interpreter here, Judge? Yes, for the trial.
yeah, I'll take care of that in a moment.
We gonna cover the trial, Judge?
Yes. They'll have to do it on a break. Well, I need your client if you're gonna address that letter. Well, I mean, is he hooked up to the interpreter?
Lauren, when next time we finish the paperwork with consensus. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Sam, may I approve this?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
We do have an agreement worked out with my client. I'm worried about 3:30 out in Stone Oak. Is there any way, well, either I could go down to do the plea downstairs?
And is this a plea for time?
It is a plea for times. The
Oh.
judgment will not be satisfied. So.
Okay, sure. You can see if Judge Nahara is available. to talk
Oh,
with.
okay, yeah, I was just there.
Okay,
Okay.
sure. State.
Yes, Judge.
You have to finish the paperwork. No. Get the jurors ready.
Yes. Do each of you solemnly swear that in the case of the state of Texas against Mr. Cepedes, you will a true verdict render according to the law and the evidence, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. State.
Yes, Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. I apologize for that, Judge.
True bill of indictment. In the name and by authority of the state of Texas, the grand jury of Bexar County, state of Texas, duly organized, impaneled, and sworn as such at the March-April term 2025 of the 437th Judicial District Court of said county in said court at said term, do present in and to said court that in the county and state aforesaid and anterior to the presentment of this indictment, count one, aggravated kidnapping with deadly weapon. Paragraph A. On or about the 4th day of May 2024, Angel Miguel Cepedes Ronda, hereinafter referred to as defendant, did intentionally and knowingly abduct Duviela Contreras Perez, hereinafter referred to as complainant, with the intent to inflict bodily injury on complainant, or violate or abuse sexually complainant, or terrorize complainant by restricting the movements of the complainant without her consent, so as to interfere substantially with her liberty by confining her with the intent to prevent her liberation, by secreting or holding her in a place where she was not likely to be found. Paragraph B. On or about the 4th day of May 2024, Angel Miguel Cepedes Ronda, hereinafter referred to as defendant, did intentionally and knowingly abduct Duviela Contreras Perez, hereinafter referred to as complainant, with the intent to inflict bodily injury on complainant, or violate or abuse sexually complainant, or terrorize complainant by restricting the movements of the complainant without her consent, so as to interfere substantially with her liberty by moving her from one place to another with the intent to prevent her liberation by secreting or holding her in a place where she was not likely to be found. Paragraph C. On or about the 4th day of May 2024, Angel Miguel Cepedes Ronda, hereinafter referred to as defendant, did intentionally and knowingly abduct Duviela Contreras Perez, hereinafter referred to as the complainant, by restricting the movements of the complainant without her consent, so as to interfere substantially with her liberty by confining her with the intent to prevent her liberation by secreting or holding her in a place where she was not likely to be found, and the defendant used or exhibited a deadly weapon, namely a pair of scissors, during the commission of the offense. Paragraph B. On or about the fourth day of May, 2024, Angel Miguel Cepedes Ronda, hereinafter referred to as defendant, did intentionally and knowingly abduct Luviela Contreras Perez, hereinafter referred to as the complainant, by restricting the movements of the complainant without her consent so as to interfere substantially with her liberty by moving her from one place to another with the intent to prevent her liberation by secreting or holding her in a place where she was not likely to be found, and the defendant used or exhibited a deadly weapon, namely a knife, during the commission of the offense against the peace and dignity of the state.
To that, how do you plead to each paragraph of the count one?
No, we're both.
Not guilty. Thank you, may be seated. States, you may proceed with opening statements. If you have any.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. In a few moments, you are going to hear from Luviela Contreras Perez, and she's going to tell you she's a mom, a little boy, she's a stylist, and that's how she met the defendant at the barbershop that they worked at together. The defendant, Angel Miguel Cepedes Ronda. They were friends for a period of time until they later started dating. She's going to tell you how he said that they could make each other's lives better, that they could get ahead in life. And she liked that idea. You are going to hear her testimony through an interpreter. And I ask that you give her grace and not hold that against her, because she's going to tell you all about her relationship with the defendant and all of the hell he put her through. She'll tell you that everything was fine until it wasn't. That she tried to leave, but he wouldn't let her. And when she tried that final time, he said no, that she was his woman, and that if he couldn't have her, then no one could. And so he beat her. He took her at knife point. He threatened her with scissors, took her to his place, held her there even when she tried to leave, kept her there, continued to assault her, and rape her. Because she was his. Well, enough is enough. And Luviela is here to tell you that this is enough. She's here to say that he doesn't own her, that she is not his property, and she wants to take control back of her life and to get justice for the terror that he put her through. We ask that you listen to her testimony, to the officer's testimony that we bring you. And at the end of this case, we are going to ask that you help her end his terror, that you help her take back control in her life and find him guilty.
All right, defense. Yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Mark Twain had a famous quote, and it said, "Truth is stranger than fiction, because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth is not." This is a simple case of truth being stranger than fiction. Angel Cepedes Ronda sits right there because of a story and nothing but. Angel is in a relationship with Dubiela, and it turns sour. And as a result of the relationship turning sour, the story was made to the police. And it got bigger. It got bigger. That's why we're here today. I agree with the state. You're going to hear testimony from officers about taking the reports and investigating. You're going to hear from the complaining witness. You're going to hear her story. What aren't you gonna? You're not gonna hear anything about a really detailed investigation. In fact, you may not hear much of anything you expect to hear. You're just gonna hear a story. Period. So I'm gonna ask you, please, listen to the evidence. Keep an open mind. Be critical. At the end, all the evidence, all the testimony, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna ask you to protect Angel. Protect him from the state. Protect him from the prosecution. Because the true calling of a jury is to see that justice is done. And in this case, justice will be based on the evidence that will show the state cannot prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Thank you.
All right, and state, who is your first witness?
Our first witness is Viviela Contreras Perez.
Yes. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna have you step in the hallway for about 5 minutes and then we'll have the jurors here. There are a couple of things that we need to handle outside your presence.
All right, for jury.
And is there a clerk in the back?
Yes, ma'am, we need to.
No, there
What is it?
Sticker.
Oh.
Judge, I told him when I got home the other day, my dog was judging me because he could smell.
Oh, yes, they always do. You know, your dog is saying, I thought you said you were at work.
We can just do it like this, right?
We're ready.
Make sure you make.
Okay, all right, thank you. Yes, we're ready.
All rise for the jury. Seven, 8. Press from the bottom. I want to put it back down.
Oh, please be seated. We're standing for you all. All right, everyone, please be seated. So ladies and gentlemen, I know that sometimes people will see things on television and they want to do certain things like take notes. It would probably not be good for you to take notes, and this is why. If you take notes and you begin your deliberations, the person who's taken notes, you're not allowed to use those notes during the deliberation. The person who is in charge of the record of the court is the court reporter. So if it's not given to someone by the court reporting in writing when it's asked of, then it is not legally supposed to be considered by you. So does everyone understand? So it's probably best just actively listen to everything that everyone's saying. All right, state, call your first witness.
State calls Duviela Contreras Perez.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sí.
All right,
Yes.
you may lower your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the trial, interpreters may be used. In legal proceedings, the person whose translation you are to rely on is the translator, the translation from the interpreter. So whether you speak the language or not, you are not to rely on your interpretation. It is to be received from the interpreter in English. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
So if you speak Spanish and you think the witness may have said something different than what the translator is saying, you are to accept what the interpreter or the translator is saying, not your own interpretation. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Is there anyone here who cannot do that? All right, thank you. State, you may proceed.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you please spell your name for the court reporter?
Duviela. Duviela.
And Duviela, what is your date of birth?
Octubre 04 del año 2000. October 04, 2000.
And I want to talk to you about your family a little bit. Do you have any children?
Tengo un niño de 6 años. I have a 6-year-old boy.
And what line of work are you in?
Soy estilista profesional. I'm a professional stylist.
And would that be like a stylist of your hair?
Sí, señora. Yes, ma'am.
And back in 2024, where were you working?
Estaba trabajando en una barbería.
I was working at a barber shop.
Do you recall where that barber shop was located?
5753 Evers RD.
This is the interpreter, Your Honor. May I have clarification of the street name?
What was the street name?
Evers.
5753 Evers.
And is that here in San Antonio, Texas?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And would that be Bear County?
Perdón. Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And at that barber shop, what was the name called?
Latin Flow 2.
Latin Flow 2.
And was that barber shop located by itself or in a strip with other stores?
En una plaza con otras tiendas.
In a strip with other stores.
And who worked there with you?
Perdón.
Excuse me?
Who else was employed at that barber shop?
Trabajaba Ángel Miguel y habíamos dos compañeros extras más.
There it was Ángel Miguel, and there were also 2 more co-workers.
And Ángel Miguel, what is his last name?
Cepedes Ronda.
Cepedes Ronda.
And do you see him in the courtroom today?
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you point him out and identify an article of clothing that he is wearing?
Tiene una camisa blanca.
He has a white shirt.
Would the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I would object. Excuse me. I would object as all she did was identify clothing, but she didn't say where he was.
Okay.
All right.
Duviela,
Ahí está.
He's right there.
Your Honor, would the record reflect that she has now correctly identified the defendant?
All right, the record will reflect what it reflects.
Duviela, how long did you work with the defendant?
Trabajamos como un año, a lo mejor, un poco más.
We worked together for about a year, maybe a little more.
And when you first started working there, what was your relationship like with the defendant?
Cuando comencé a trabajar allí, solamente éramos compañeros de trabajo.
When I started working there, we were just co-workers.
Did y'all have, would you describe your relationship as friends at all? Did y'all ever do anything outside of work together?
Al par de días comenzamos una relación.
A couple of days later, we started a relationship.
So how long were y'all friends before you started a relationship?
No recuerdo con exactitud la fecha.
I don't remember the exact dates.
And that's okay. About how long were y'all just coworkers before you started dating?
Como 3 o 4 meses, no recuerdo bien.
About 3 or 4 months. I don't recall exactly.
And when y'all did start dating, what type of things would y'all do together?
La mayor parte del tiempo la pasábamos en el trabajo, ¿no? Pero a veces íbamos a restaurantes a comer o donde sus amigos.
Most of the time we would spend it at work, and other times we would go out and eat, and other times we would spend time at his friends.
How often did y'all work?
Todos los días.
Every day.
Do you recall what hours you would work together with him?
Desde la mañana hasta por la noche cuando nos íbamos. No teníamos horario exacto.
From the morning till nighttime, until we left. We didn't have an exact schedule.
And I want to go back to when y'all started dating. How did that conversation go?
No recuerdo muy bien si fue en el trabajo o en su apartamento.
I don't remember quite well if it was at work or at his apartment.
Okay. Wherever it was, what did he say to you to start dating?
Um, mm, que como teníamos, pasábamos tanto tiempo juntos en el trabajo, a lo mejor sería bueno tener una relación juntos.
That, well, since we spent so much time together at work, that maybe we should start having a relationship.
And how did you feel about that?
Bien.
Good.
Throughout the relationship, how did y'all eat dinner? Was that something that you cooked?
Mayormente sí.
For the most part, yes.
And did you like to cook?
Sí.
Yes.
And did he like what you made him?
Objection, speculation.
Gotta be overruled.
Objection.
That will be sustained.
What sort of things would y'all do after y'all started dating?
No mucho porque todo era trabajo.
Not much because all of it was work.
And what about any friends that y'all had?
Mayormente eran amigos él.
For the most part, they were his friends.
Okay. Did y'all ever hang out with his friends?
Sí.
Yes.
And did you like hanging out with his friends?
No mucho.
Not much.
Is that something that y'all would argue about?
Sí.
Yes.
Generally, how would you describe the beginning of your relationship?
Vivíamos en casas separadas, pero éramos muy buenos amigos y nos llevábamos bien.
We lived in separate homes and we were very good friends and we got along well.
And so you mentioned that you lived in separate homes. Where did you live?
Yo vivía en
I'm sorry, can you repeat the name of the street you lived on and
I don't remember the address.
do you remember the street name?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Did he live, what city did he live in?
Aquí en San Antonio, Texas.
Here in San Antonio, Texas.
And is that Bear County as well?
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
Did y'all ever stay at each other's addresses?
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
How would that go?
Mayormente, era como un día en su casa y él iba pocas veces a la mía. Entonces, mayormente era yo tenía que ir a su casa.
For the most part, it was spending one day at his house. And he would seldom times go to my place. For the most part, I would go to his place.
And at some point in your relationship, did it stop being how you wanted it?
Excuse me?
At some point in your relationship, did things stop going good?
Sí.
Yes.
About how long into the relationship did that start?
No mucho tiempo.
Not much time.
And when it started not being good, why?
Era celoso.
He was jealous.
What sorts of things would he get jealous over?
Mayormente eran por los clientes, porque en el trabajo llegaba mucho hombre a la barbería.
Mainly it was because of the clients, because a lot of men would go to the barber shop.
And would y'all argue about his jealousy?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
What sorts of things would he tell you when he was jealous?
Que era mejor que consiguiera otro empleo, que yo no tendría que estar trabajando con hombres o cosas así.
That it would be better if I got another form of employment, and that way I wouldn't have to be working with men and things like that.
How often would y'all fight about his jealousy?
Al principio fue poco, pero ya después era mucho.
In the beginning, it was a little bit, but then later it was a lot.
What other things would y'all fight about?
Porque él tomaba.
Because he drank.
Were you a big drinker?
La señora.
No, ma'am.
How would he act when he was drinking?
Pues hacía fiestas en su apartamento junto con sus amigos.
Well, he'd have parties at his apartment with his friends.
Objection unresponsive.
Sustained.
How would he act towards you when he was drinking?
Mayormente cuando él tomaba, yo no iba a visitarlo, pero en las pocas veces que fui o estaba junto con él cuando él tomaba, era un poco agresivo.
For the most part, when he drank, I wouldn't go see him. But the few times that I did see him and he was drinking, he was a bit aggressive.
And so y'all would get into arguments. Is that fair to say?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Did he ever want you to go to his apartment while his friends were there?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you?
Algunas veces sí.
Sometimes, yes.
What about the times when you didn't go? How would he react?
¿Se molestaba?
He'd get upset.
Did you ever try to end the relationship?
Sí.
Yes.
Is that something that the defendant would agree to?
No.
No.
What sorts of things would he tell you when you tried to end the relationship?
Que lo que él hacía no era malo.
That what he did wasn't bad.
I want to talk about at the barbershop around May of 2024. Were you and the defendant still dating?
Sí.
Yes.
At some time in May, did you decide to end the relationship?
Sí, terminamos.
Yes, we broke up.
Where did that happen?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Do you recall if it was in front of anybody?
No me acuerdo.
I don't remember.
But at some point in May, y'all broke up.
Sí.
Yes.
Were you still working at the barbershop?
Sí.
Yes.
After y'all broke up, did you see the defendant at the barbershop?
Yes.
How would those interactions go?
Los primeros días, normal, no nos hablábamos.
The first days, normal. We wouldn't talk to each other.
And now I want to talk about on May 4th of 2024. Were you working at the barbershop that day?
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
Was the defendant there?
No.
No.
How late were you working that night?
No recuerdo la hora, pero ya estaba oscureciendo.
I don't remember the time, but it was already getting dark out.
Did you have any more clients or anything?
Tenía un último cliente.
I had one last client.
And after that client left, did you see the defendant?
Sí.
Yes.
What happened when you saw him?
Él entró
He entered,
y cerró la puerta con llave.
and he locked the door.
He entered the barber shop and locked the door to the barber shop.
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
What was his demeanor like when he came in?
Yo me di cuenta que estaba totalmente borracho.
I noticed that he was completely drunk.
When he came in, did he say anything to you?
Él me quitó mi teléfono de la mano.
He took my phone away from my hand.
And after he took your phone away, what happened?
Yo me regresé a mi estación a limpiar mis máquinas.
I went back to my station to clean my machines.
What did you think when he took your phone?
Yo dije, no, es otro berrinche que él hacía.
I thought, well, no, it's another tantrum that he'd do. Interpret correction that he'd have.
Was he saying anything to you when you went back to your client?
No, mi cliente ya se había ido cuando él entró a la barbería.
No, my client had already left when he came into the barbershop.
So after he took your phone, what happened?
Él dijo que yo no lo podía dejar, que yo era su mujer.
He said that I couldn't leave him, that I was his woman.
And then what happened?
Él me dijo Margarita y yo volteé. Cuando volteé, él me dio un puño. En su mano tenía una argolla de oro y con eso me dio que aún tengo mi cicatriz arriba de mi ojo.
He called me Margarita and I turned around and he punched me in my face and he had a gold ring on his hand and I still have a scar from that right on top of my eye.
When he punched you, what happened after he punched you?
Yo me caí, yo estaba en el suelo y él comenzó a patearme. Y yo solo le gritaba que no, que me dejara, pero él seguía.
I fell, I was on the floor and he started kicking me and I would just tell him no and he kept on going.
Was he saying anything to you while he was doing this?
Sí, me decía que yo era una zorra, que ah, que yo no era nadie.
Yes, he'd tell me that I was a slut and that I was no one.
How long did he continue to kick you while you were on the floor of the barber shop?
No sé si fueron minutos o cuánto tiempo ocurrió. Para mí fue una eternidad.
I don't know if it was a matter of minutes or how much time passed by. For me, it felt like an eternity.
Did you get any injuries from where he hit you?
¿Perdón? ¿Cómo? No, no entiendo.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Did him hitting you and kicking you cause any marks on your body?
Sí.
Yes.
Where?
En mi ojo, en mi cabeza y en parte del cuerpo.
On my eye, on my head, and on part of my body.
Was there any blood that was caused by him hitting you?
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you bleeding?
Estaba sangrando en mi oído y por mi nariz.
I was bleeding from my ear and my nose.
Were you saying anything to him while he was doing this?
Yo le decía que yo no entendía por qué me golpeaba. Ya no teníamos una relación. No entendía por qué él me estaba golpeando. Le decía que parara, que ya, que yo me iba. Si él quería que yo me fuera, que yo me iba a ir, pero que me dejara.
I told him that I didn't understand why he was hitting me, that we were no longer in a relationship, to stop, and that I didn't understand. And I told him that if he wanted me to leave, that I'd leave, but to just leave me alone.
Did he listen to you?
Sí.
Yes.
So how did it stop?
Él comenzó a llorar.
He started crying.
And was he still in the barber shop at this point?
En ese momento él salió, se subió a su auto.
At that point, he got out. He went into his car.
And how did you know he was crying?
Porque yo lo vi y él me dijo que yo lo merecía.
Because I saw him and he said that I deserved it.
And so when he went out to his car, what did you do while you were in the barber shop?
Yo tenía un teléfono que recién había comprado y él no sabía. Lo había comprado para mi hijo, para su escuela. Y yo en ese momento yo lo tenía. Y yo de ahí llamé a la policía.
I had a phone that I had just recently had bought for my son for his school, and he didn't know about it. So I used that phone to call the police.
And what is that phone number to that phone? Did you get to finish that phone call with the police?
No,
No,
Why not?
porque él entró a la barbería.
because he entered the barber shop.
When he entered the barber shop, what did he say?
Y él dijo que yo le había arruinado la vida.
He told me that I had ruined his life.
Did he have anything with him when he came back into the barber shop?
No,
No,
After he said that you had ruined his life, what happened?
él dijo que yo no tenía que haber llamado a la policía, que solo le iba a perjudicar a mí, a él, que yo solo no pensaba.
that I shouldn't have called the police, that it was only going to affect us negatively, him and myself.
And so what did he do next?
Cuando llegó la patrulla de la policía, nos llegó a la barbería. Llegó al frente del restaurante que estaba al lado de la barbería. Y ellos no se molestaron ni siquiera en... Ellos no se molestaron en entrar. Y
Bueno.
yo les había dado bien la dirección.
When the police car arrived, they didn't arrive at the barber shop. They arrived at the restaurant next to the barber shop. And they didn't even bother to go in, even though I had given them the correct address.
Do you remember what address you gave them?
There's the interpreter, Your Honor, may I have the petition?
Yes.
Oh, do you remember what address you gave them?
Sí, 5753 Evers Road.
Yes, 5753 Evers Road.
After you called police and the defendant came in, how did your phone call with police end?
Él me quitó el teléfono. Yo no pude seguir hablando.
He took my phone away. I wasn't able to continue speaking.
What did he do with your phone?
Él lo tiró al suelo.
He threw it to the ground.
Did he say anything to you at that time?
Sí, me dijo que de dónde yo había sacado ese teléfono, que por qué llamé a la policía.
Yes, he asked me where I had gotten that phone from, and why had I called the police.
How was his voice level when he was talking to you?
Estaba gritando.
He was yelling.
How far away from you was he when he was yelling?
No sé, a lo mejor de 1 metro o menos.
I don't know, maybe about a meter or less than that.
Is that close or far?
Cerca.
Close.
After he took your phone, what did he do?
Él siguió ahí gritando.
He continued yelling.
Diciendo cosas como como que yo iba a pagar eso. Eso no iba a quedar así, decía. Estaba fuera de control porque él no gritaba tanto. Y en ese momento no era otra persona.
He was saying things like that I was going to pay for that wasn't the end of it. And he was out of control and he was yelling a lot. He was a different person.
And did he have anything in his hands while he was yelling at you?
Él agarró una navaja de la barbería.
He got a blade, interpreter correction. Got a pocket knife from the barber shop.
To clarify, was this a pocket knife he had or a pocket knife from the barber shop?
Una navaja de la barbería.
Razor from the barber shop.
And while he's yelling at you with this razor in his hand, have the police arrived yet?
A un par de minutos sí llegó la policía.
After a couple of minutes, yes, the police arrived.
And where did they respond to?
Ellos llegaron en la otra tienda de al lado, era un restaurante.
They responded to the store next door, to the restaurant.
Do you remember what that restaurant was called?
Era indio, es lo que recuerdo.
This is the interpreter, Your Honor, may I clarify? With the witness?
Yes.
Era de comida hindú.
It was Indian food. That's all I remember.
And how close was that restaurant to the barber shop?
Estaba en la siguiente local.
It was in the next location next to it.
When the police arrived, where were you?
Yo estaba entre la barbería.
I was inside the barber shop.
Where was the defendant?
Estaba en la puerta.
He was at the door.
Was he inside the barber shop or outside the barber shop?
Estaba dentro.
He was inside.
Was the door still locked?
Me parece que sí, porque no, yo no me acerqué porque él estaba ahí.
I think so, because I didn't get close to it because he was there.
How far away were you from the door?
A unos metros.
A few meters.
Would you describe that as close or kind of far away from the door?
Un poco retirada de la puerta.
Kind of far away from the door.
And was he saying anything to you while police were outside?
Él no iba a ir detenida por mi culpa.
He wasn't going to be arrested because of me.
Did you try to get the police's attention at all while they were outside?
En un momento, yo intenté con una mano alzar la mano, pero no me vieron.
At one point, I tried to put my hand up and try to get their attention with my hand, but they didn't see me.
Las ventanas eran transparentes, o sea que sí se veía de afuera y sí se veía de lejos. Entonces, yo no entendía cómo dos oficiales que se bajaron de la patrulla no me vieron. O sea, ¿cómo no me iban a ver? Si en la puerta estaba en grande el nombre 5753, Ever.
The windows were see-through or transparent, and you could clearly see inside. So you could see everything. I don't understand how two officers got out of the vehicle and they weren't able to see me. And when the door clearly had the address 5753 Evers.
At some point, did you get outside of the barber shop?
Con él sí,
With him, yes.
With who?
con el señor Ángel.
With Mr. Ake.
How did you get out of the barber shop with the defendant?
Él tenía la navaja en la mano y me dijo que teníamos que irnos a su apartamento.
He had the blade in his hand and he said that we had to go to his apartment.
Did you want to go to his apartment with him?
No,
No.
Did you walk out of that barber shop with him?
sí, pero no tenía más opción. No tenía más opción.
Yes, but I didn't have any other choice.
Why not?
Porque él me amenazó
Because he threatened me
y me dijo que si quería que mi hijo quedara huérfano.
and he told me, do you want your son to be an orphan?
What did he threaten you with?
Sí,
Yes.
Apologies. What did he threaten you with?
con la navaja.
With the blade.
Where was the blade next to you?
Por aquí.
I believe somewhere here.
Él hizo que me abrazó, pero no me estaba abrazando. Él me tenía la navaja en el cuello.
He did it as though he was hugging me, but he wasn't hugging me. He was holding the blade against my neck.
Did you feel the blade?
Sí,
Yes.
And because of how he was holding the blade to you and the threats he made, is that why you went with him?
sí.
Yes.
Where did he take you immediately upon exiting the barber shop?
Me tomó de una mano y me llevó a la puerta.
He took me by the hand and he led me to the door.
To what door?
A la puerta de su auto.
To the door of his vehicle.
What kind of vehicle did he drive?
Un Honda CB azul.
A blue Honda CB.
Where was it parked?
Estaba a un parqueo, había un parqueo enfrente de la barbería en el siguiente.
He was in a parking space. There was parking in front of the barber shop. He was in the one next to it.
To clarify, he was in the parking spot next to the parking spot in front of the barber shop.
Sí.
Yes.
Where were the police at this time?
La policía estaba a la derecha, enfrente del restaurante.
The police were to the right in front of the restaurant.
Did you try to get their attention while you were outside?
Con mi otra mano yo la volteé hacia atrás, pero ellos no me vieron.
I turned my other hand to the back, but they didn't see me.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I turned my other hand towards the back, but they didn't see me.
You turned your hand towards the back?
Sí,
What
Yeah.
what do you mean?
a que volteé mi mano hacia atrás y la movía. O sea, solamente quería que se acercaran o preguntaran algo, pero no.
That I put my hand back and I was moving it. I just wanted them to approach me or to ask something, but nothing.
Did you vocalize anything?
No,
No.
Did you feel like you could vocalize anything?
no podía.
I couldn't.
Why not?
Porque yo sabía que él estaba borracho y así a él no le importaba hacer nada. Él solo decía que él se podía ir para México y yo solo iba a quedar ahí muerta.
Because he was drunk and I knew that I couldn't do anything. And he said that he would flee to Mexico and he'd leave me there dead.
And so get into the car.
Sí.
Yes.
Did he say anything to you when you got into the car?
Me dijo que todo eso me lo merecía.
He told me that I deserved all of that.
All right, in just one moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give us a short break. I'm gonna have you all back here in 10 minutes, all right? You've heard some evidence in this case. You're not to start deliberating. Do not think about this case outside this courtroom. Everything that you know about this case has come from inside the courtroom. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
All right, you may step outside. The deputy will take you. All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we exchanged interpreters because sometimes they need to take a break. So this interpreter is here and they are going to translate for us. My previous instructions still stand. You are to hear the evidence through the interpreter, whether or not you speak the language or not. What the interpreter interprets is how it's meant to be received by you. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
All right, State, you may continue.
So once you got into the car, or once he forced you into the car. Once he forced you into the car, what did he say?
Que nos teníamos que ir.
That we had to go.
Did he tell you where you were going?
Sí, dijo que íbamos a su apartamento.
Yes, he said we were going to his apartment.
Did he still have the knife?
La navaja, sí.
The blade, yes.
Did you want to go to his apartment?
No.
No.
At this point, were y'all broken up?
Your Honor, interpreter needs repetition. I'm sorry.
At this point, were y'all broken up?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you ever live at his apartment?
¿De continuo o no?
Not continuously.
Were you on his lease at all?
No.
No.
Did you receive any mail at his apartment?
No.
No.
Was his apartment address on your driver's license?
No.
No.
Where were you supposed to be that night?
En mi casa.
At home.
At your home?
Yes.
Do you have family here?
Sí.
Yes.
Did they know that you were dating the defendant?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
And then did they know that you broke up with the defendant?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
How far away is the defendant's house from the barber shop?
Como, no sé, 10 minutos o tal vez menos o más.
I don't know, like 10 minutes or less.
Did he say anything to you while he was taking you to his apartment?
Sí, decía que si la policía no lo iba a detener.
Yes, he said that the police were not going to stop him.
Were you saying anything while he was taking you to his apartment?
Yo le decía que se calmara,
I was telling him to calm down,
que yo no iba a llamar a la policía,
that I wasn't going to call the police
que me dejaran en mi casa.
to drop me off at home.
Did he?
No.
No.
When you got to his house, where did he park?
Él se estacionó en la parte más cerca de la torre de su apartamento.
He parked the closest to the tower where his apartment is.
Did you want to get out of the car?
Sí, pero no podía.
Yes, but I couldn't.
You couldn't get out of the car. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Where did you want to go once the car stopped?
Yo quería ir a mi casa.
I wanted to go home.
Did he let you go home after he parked the car?
No.
No.
What did he do?
Él me llevó nuevamente de la mano a su apartamento.
He took me by the hand to his apartment.
And did he still have the blade?
Sí.
Yes.
How did you feel about going to his apartment when he had you by the hand and a blade?
Me sentía mal.
I felt bad.
Solo recordaba que no me iba a despedir de mi hijo.
I just remembered that I wasn't going to be able to say goodbye to my son.
Was he saying anything to you on the walk up to the apartment?
No, mi hijo no estaba con nosotros.
No, my son was not with us.
O sea, yo estaba pensando en mi hijo.
I was thinking about my son.
Objection, unresponsive.
Sustained.
And I'll apologize and rephrase. Was the defendant saying anything to you while walking up to the apartment?
Sí, que eso lo íbamos a resolver allá en su apartamento.
Yes, that we're going to resolve it there at his apartment.
Resolve what?
La discusión que habíamos tenido en
The
la
argument
barbería.
we had had.
When you got to the apartment, how did you get inside?
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
Once you got into the apartment, what happened?
Okay. Él abrió la puerta, me jaló hacia adentro,
He opened the door, he pulled me inside.
cerró la llave y comenzó a discutir dentro del apartamento.
He locked the door and he started arguing inside the apartment.
When he was arguing with you, what was he saying?
Me estaba diciendo que por qué yo había llamado a la policía.
He was telling me why had I called the police.
How was he saying it?
Le estaba diciendo de una forma grosera.
He was saying it in a plain way.
What was the level of his voice as he was saying it?
Era muy alto.
It was very high.
Were you telling him anything back?
De regreso.
Back?
Were you talking to him as well?
Sí.
Yes.
What were you saying?
Yo le decía que yo a la policía no le había dado su nombre ni nada,
I told
que,
him that I had not given his name to the police or anything,
que no iba a tener problemas,
that he
que
would have no trouble,
estuviera tranquilo,
for him to be to calm down,
que él no iba a tener problemas.
that he was not going to be in trouble.
Did he calm down?
Un poco.
A little bit.
While you were in his apartment, did you try to leave?
No, porque él estaba en la puerta.
No, because he was at the door.
And how long did that yelling or did that argument continue?
No sé si pasaron horas, no recuerdo tanto.
I don't know if hours went by. I don't remember that much.
While you were inside, what was the defendant doing?
Él siguió tomando
He kept on drinking.
y
Where-
seguía gritando.
He kept on yelling.
Where were you when this was happening?
Yo estaba retirada de la puerta.
I was away from the door.
How big is his apartment?
Era más grande que el mío.
It was bigger than mine.
How many bedrooms?
Tenía una recámara,
One bedroom,
pero tenía una sala grande
but he had a big living room
y una cocina grande.
and a big kitchen.
And was the front door in the same area as the living room?
Sí,
Yes.
Where were you in the living room as he's yelling and drinking?
yo estaba retirada de él, en la sala, pero separada de él.
I was in the living room, but away from him.
Did you have any furniture in the living room?
Yes.
Were you on the furniture at all?
No, yo no quería sentarme, yo solo quería irme.
No, I didn't want to sit down. I just wanted to leave.
Did you ever try to go out the door?
Yo intenté salir por la ventana de su habitación.
I tried to get out of his bedroom window.
Tell me about that. How did that happen?
Yo entré a su habitación
I went into his bedroom
y yo recordé que sus ventanas no eran selladas, eran con malla.
and I remember that his windows weren't sealed. They had like a mesh.
Entonces yo intenté empujarla
So I tried pushing it
para abrirla, para salirme por ahí.
to open it to get out through there.
Pero él me dijo que qué estaba haciendo.
But he asked me what I was doing.
And when he asked you what you were doing, what was your response?
Yo le dije que yo me quería ir,
I told him I wanted to leave,
que yo ya no era su mujer.
that I was no longer his woman.
And what what did he say to that?
Me dijo que yo estaba equivocada,
He said I was wrong,
que yo sí era su mujer,
That I
que no lo
was.
iba a dejar.
that I was his woman and he wasn't gonna leave me.
When you were trying to get out of the window, did he physically try to stop you?
Yes,
Me jaló, o me cogió y me jaló a la cama.
he pulled me, he grabbed me and pulled me to the bed.
And once you were on the bed, what happened?
Your Honor, interpreter needs the petition.
All right.
Viviela, once you were on the bed, what happened?
Me dijo que me quitara la ropa.
He told me to take my clothes off.
Did you want to take your clothes off?
No.
No.
What was his response to that?
Yo le dije que no,
Well, then no,
que si no era suficiente la golpiza que me había dado, que qué más quería.
that if the beating he had given me wasn't enough, what else did he want?
And did he tell you what else he wanted?
Dijo que quería tener relaciones ahí.
He said he wanted to have sex.
Did you want to have sex with him?
No.
No.
And how did he respond to that?
Él dijo que no se hacía lo que yo quisiera.
He said that what I wanted wasn't what was gonna be done.
So what did he do next?
Él intentó romperme la ropa.
He tried to tear off my clothes.
Did any of your clothes get torn?
Sí, mi camiseta se rompió.
Yes, my shirt was torn.
So after he tore your shirt, what did he do?
Él me tiró al suelo.
He threw me on the ground.
Did he say why he threw you on the ground?
No.
No.
After you were on the ground, what was the state of your clothes?
Estaba roto.
It was torn.
Were you wearing any pants?
Tenía puesto pantalones.
I was wearing pants.
What happened to your pants?
Me los quitó.
He took them off.
And after he took off your pants and your shirt was torn, what did he do?
Me rompió mis panties.
He tore off my panties.
And then what happened?
Tuvimos relaciones.
We had sex.
Did you want to have sex?
No.
No.
Did you try to not have sex with him?
Yo le decía que no,
I told him no,
pero él decía que una vez más no importaba.
but he said that once again, it didn't matter.
When you say that you had sex, did any part of his body enter your body?
Sí.
Yes,
What part of his body?
Su pene.
his penis.
And what part of your body did it enter?
En mi vagina.
In my vagina.
Where were his hands as his penis was in your vagina?
Una de sus manos tenía sujetada mis manos.
One of his hands was holding my hands.
Why was one of his hands holding your hand?
Porque yo con mis manos, yo lo empujaba para que no.
Because with my hands, I pushed him, so if you know.
So after you tried to push him off you, he grabbed your hands and held them? Objection, leading.
Sí.
Sustained.
At what point did you push him?
Yo lo empujé fuerte.
I pushed him hard.
Que él se molestó
And
y
he
me
got upset.
volteó en el piso.
And he turned me around on the floor.
Y lo hizo por atrás.
And he did it from behind.
After he turned you around on the floor, did he have a hold of your hands at that point?
En ese momento tenía sus manos aquí encima de mí y yo estaba boca abajo.
At that point, he had his hands here and I was face down.
Where were his hands when you were face down?
Encima de mí, sosteniéndome para que no me alejara.
On top of my shoulders, holding me down so I couldn't get away.
Were you trying to get away?
Sí.
Yes.
And as you were face down with his hands holding you down, is that when he put his
Yeah.
penis in your vagina?
No,
No,
eso fue antes.
that was before.
Ya esto fue después de que lo empujé.
This was after I pushed him.
So after he turned you around and was holding you down, what happened?
Él introdujo su pene en mi ano.
He introduced his penis in my anus.
Is that something you wanted to do?
No.
No,
Where was the blade during all of this?
No recuerdo.
I don't recall.
When he put his penis in your anus, did that cause you pain?
Sí.
Yes.
But did you know that he had had the pocket knife, or I'm sorry, the blade for the entire night before?
Sí, yo sabía, si no, no me hubiera dejado.
Yes, I knew. If not, I wouldn't have allowed it.
After he put his penis in your anus, how long did that last?
No recuerdo.
I don't recall.
What happened after that?
Él se levantó y siguió tomando.
He got up and kept on drinking.
Did he say anything to you?
Sí.
Yes.
Me pasó una sábana y me dijo que me quedara ahí como un perro.
He handed me a sheet and told me to stay there like a dog.
And did you stay there?
Sí.
Yes.
Why did you stay there?
No tenía ya muchas fuerzas. Con la golpiza que me había dado casi no podía andar.
Because I didn't have the strength of, after the beating he had given me, I could barely walk.
Were you in pain?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you know about what time of night this was?
No.
No.
While you were at his apartment, apart from anything you said today, was there any other violence that took place?
Sí.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Allá en el mismo lugar.
They're at the same place.
During this night, was there any other violence? Other than, I apologize, let me rephrase. After he put his penis in your vagina and in your anus, was there any violence?
Sí.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Él me dio unas bofetadas.
No, he slapped me.
In his apartment there?
Sí.
Yes.
Why did he slap you?
Porque me decía que yo no era.
Because he told me I wasn't.
Decía que todo era mi culpa.
Because he said everything was my fault.
Was there anything else that happened in the apartment that night?
No, no recuerdo.
No, I don't remember.
How were you able to leave the apartment?
Yo me quedé dormida.
I fell asleep.
Where was he when you fell asleep?
Él estaba tomando en la
Sí.
sala.
He was drinking in the living room.
Where did you fall asleep?
En el piso de su habitación.
On the, like his bedroom's floor.
With the sheet?
Yes.
When you woke up, what happened?
Él dijo que me vistiera, que cómo había amanecido, que me iba a llevar a mi casa.
He told me to get dressed, how had I slept, that he was gonna take me home.
What were you thinking when you said that?
Yo le pregunté que si no se acordaba lo que me había hecho.
I asked him if he didn't remember what he had done to me.
What did he say?
Me dijo que no.
He said, no.
Did you go with him?
Sí,
Yes.
Why did you go with him?
porque no podía salir con sábana a la calle a buscar a alguien que me llevara a mi casa.
Because I couldn't go out on the street on a sheet looking for someone to take me home.
How did you get to your apartment?
Él me llevó
He took me
He took you in what?
en su auto.
in his car.
How were you dressed when he took you in his car?
Él me prestó de su ropa.
He lent me some of his clothes.
And did he take you to your apartment?
Sí,
Yes.
What happened when you got to your apartment?
me dijo que lo sentía, que no sabía lo que había hecho.
He told me he was sorry that he didn't know what he had done.
And did he, where did he go after he took you to your apartment?
Él se fue a su casa a dormir.
He went home to sleep.
Where did you go after he took you to your apartment?
Yo me fui a mi trabajo.
I went to my job.
Were you still in pain?
Sí,
Yes.
When you got to work, was the defendant there?
no,
No.
How did that day at work go for you?
oh, yo fui a limpiar el desastre que había quedado
I went to clean up the mess that it was left over.
y él hubo un momento que él llegó a la barbería. Me preguntó que cómo estaba.
And at some point, he got to the barber shop and he asked me how I was doing.
And after he asked you how you were doing, where did he go?
Él se fue.
He left.
What did you do after he left?
Yo fui a la casa de mi hermano.
I went to my brother's home.
Did you think about calling the police?
No,
No,
Why not?
porque yo vi que la tarde anterior no me habían ayudado.
because I saw that the previous afternoon they hadn't helped me out.
Entonces pensé que no iban a hacer nada.
So I thought they wouldn't do anything.
Did you eventually call police?
Sí,
Yes.
What made you change your mind?
Mi hermano me dijo que llamara a la policía.
My brother told me to call the police.
Where were you when you called police?
Ya estaba de vuelta a mi trabajo.
I was back at my job.
So after you went home, you went back to work?
Sí.
Yes.
Why did you go back to work?
Porque pensé que ahí era el mejor lugar para que la policía fuera.
Because I thought that was the best place for the police to go.
And when you went to work the second time, where was your son?
Cuando yo fui a la casa de mi hermano, él estaba cuidando a mi hijo. Y
When I went to my brother's home, he was caring for my son.
cuando regresé a la barbería, yo me traje conmigo a mi hijo.
And when I returned to the barber shop, I brought my son with me.
And when you were at the barber shop the second time, how long did you wait before calling police?
No esperé mucho tiempo.
I didn't wait for long.
And did the police make it out to the scene?
Sí.
Yes.
When the police arrived, did they come straight to you?
Sí, ahí sí llegaron a la dirección.
Yes, they got to the address.
And the officers who arrived first, did they speak Spanish?
Había un oficial que sí hablaba español.
There was an officer who did speak Spanish.
And at that point, did you tell the officers what happened?
Sí.
Yes.
After you told the officers what happened, what other investigation did they do?
Ellos me pidieron su dirección para ir a su apartamento a buscarlo.
They asked me for his address to go to his apartment looking for him.
And did you give them the defendant's address?
Sí.
Yes.
And were there any pictures taken?
Sí, el oficial me llevó a otro lugar, lejos de la barbería,
Yes, the officer took me some other place far away from the barber shop
y me tomó fotografías.
and they took pictures of me.
Were they able to take pictures of all of your injuries?
No,
No,
Why not?
porque el oficial dijo que no me iba a ver sin ropa.
because the officers said he would not see me with any clothes on.
Did they take pictures of the injuries they could see with your clothes on?
Sí.
Yes.
And what about the injuries that were under your clothes? Were you able to provide any pictures of those injuries?
A la detective sí le di fotos.
I did give pictures to the detective.
Throughout the investigation, how did you feel speaking Spanish to the officers?
Era incómodo porque no me entendían muy bien.
It was uncomfortable because they didn't understand me very well.
How did you know that?
Porque ellos se reían y seguían hablando. Y el oficial que sí hablaba español me decía, no, vuelve a repetir.
Because they would laugh and they would kept on talking and the officer who did speak Spanish would say, repeat that.
Did you understand what they were laughing or talking about?
Algunas cosas sí entendía, solo que no les decía.
I did understand some things, but I just didn't tell them.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Handing everything pre-marked as states exhibits 1 through 11. Can you please take a look at these and tell me if you know what they are?
Son moretones en mi cuerpo.
There are bruises on my body. Go ahead and go through all of them and make sure you recognize them. Do these pictures reflect how your body looked after this assault?
Sí, porque él incluso me vio así.
Yes, because you even saw me like that.
At this time, state would offer to admit states 1 through 11, pending any objection.
Your Honor, may we approach it?
Yes. I just want. That's okay.
Plaintiff.
Viviela, in 2024, what color was your hair?
Era fucsia.
It was fuchsia.
Sure. And is that you in this picture?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
How long after the assault did you take this photo?
No recuerdo si fueron 2 días después o
I don't-
3.
I don't remember if it was 2 or 3 days later.
And is this a better picture of that injury?
Sí.
Yes.
How did you receive this injury in this photo?
Porque Ángel Miguel me golpeó con su argüello en el ojo.
Because Ángel Miguel hit me with his ring on my eye.
Está la cicatriz ahí.
I have the scar here.
And is this what you're talking about right here?
Ah, acá arriba de mi
Up.
ceja.
Up here on my eyebrow.
How did you receive this injury?
Cuando estaba en el suelo y él me daba ya patadas.
When I was on the ground and he was kicking me.
What about this injury?
También.
Same.
Did you have injuries all over your body?
Sí.
Yes.
Does this picture reflect those injuries?
Sí.
Yes.
How did you receive this injury here?
Con sus patadas.
With his kicks.
And this injury?
También.
Also.
This injury?
También.
Also.
How long were those bruises on your body?
Más de un mes.
Over a month.
Did you tell officers about these injuries?
La detective me pidió que le enviara las fotos.
The detective asked me to send her the pictures.
That day at the barber shop when police arrived the next day after the assault, did you have an opportunity to write a statement?
What? What?
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 12. Do you recognize that?
Sí.
Yes.
You can use it to refresh your memory, just don't read directly from it. What date did you write this statement?
El 5 de mayo de 2024, un día después.
May 5th of 2024, one day later.
And did you write that statement with the officers who spoke Spanish?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you give that back to them?
Your Honor, interpreter needs.
Did you give that back to them, to the officers?
Sí.
Yes.
I want to go back to the barber shop. After he assaulted you, but before he took you out. What weapon did he have?
Una navaja.
A blade.
Did he have any other weapon besides that blade?
Su tijera de trabajar.
His work scissors.
His work scissors?
Sí, una tijera para cortar cabello. De
Yes.
cortárselo.
Scissors to cut hair.
What did he do with those scissors?
No recuerdo.
I don't recall.
When did he have those scissors?
Cuando entró a la barbería.
When he went in the barber shop.
The first time or when he came back in?
La primera vez, pero no había puesto atención porque pensé que solamente entraba a trabajar.
The first time, but I didn't pay any attention because I thought he was just coming into work.
Did he say anything to you while he had the scissors in his hand?
Que le diera mi teléfono.
To give him my phone.
And then what did he do with the scissors?
No recuerdo.
I don't recall.
When he told you to leave the barber shop, did he have the scissors with him?
Él tenía la navaja.
He had the blade.
The state will pass the witness, Your Honor.
Defense.
Give us 1 minute, Judge, to.
Can I have parties approach, please?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to recess for today. I'm going to have you all back here tomorrow at 9:30. Jurors are not usually called up on Fridays. I haven't had any word that any jurors will be called up, so the parking garage should not be as difficult to find a space. So more likely than not, if you arrive at 8:45 or 9, you should be assured a parking space. You've heard some evidence in this case. You're not allowed to start deliberating or internalizing anything about this case while you're outside of this courtroom. You're not allowed to discuss what you've heard about this case with anyone. You're not allowed to view anything about this case. You're not allowed to do any research about this case. Everything that you need to know about this case is to come from inside the courtroom and nowhere else. Does everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to have you all leave for today. Deputy Laura will take you out. And juror, if you'll remain behind, please. Yes.